Imagine waking up to the sound of explosions, your world shrouded in uncertainty, your home no longer a sanctuary. That's the reality millions faced as the Russia-Ukraine conflict erupted in February 2022, a crisis that has sent shockwaves across the globe. But how did we get here? And more importantly, where are we headed? Stick with us, because what you're about to discover will change how you view this conflict forever. The story begins long before the first tanks rolled in. It's rooted in centuries of history, political tensions, and territorial dispute. Ukraine, a sovereign nation, found itself caught between two worlds: its European aspirations and Russia's desire to reclaim influence over its former territories. When Russia annexed Crimea in 2014, the world watched in shock. But that was merely the prelude. Fast forward to 2022, and what started as a simmering conflict has exploded into one of the most significant geopolitical crises of our time. Let's pause for a moment. Have you ever wondered how a single decision, made behind closed doors, can disrupt millions of lives? It's both terrifying and fascinating, isn't it? The invasion of Ukraine wasn't just a military maneuver, it was a move that upended the global balance of power. Sanctions, economic turmoil, and a humanitarian crisis followed in its wake, leaving the world grappling with the consequences. And yet, amid the chaos, stories of incredible resilience emerged. Ordinary people became heroes. Entire communities banded together, defying the odds to protect their homeland. Take the case of Kiev. The capital city faced relentless shelling, its streets echoing with the sounds of resistance. Civilians, from bakers to teachers, took up arms, transforming into defenders overnight. The Ukrainian spirit, unyielding and fierce, became a symbol of hope. It's a testament to human resilience that even in the darkest times, people find a way to stand tall. But what does that say about us as a global community? Why does it take tragedy to remind us of our shared humanity? Of course, no conflict is without its controversies. Russia's justification for the invasion, denazification and protecting Russian-speaking Ukrainians, has been widely criticized as propaganda. Yet, these narratives persist, muddying the waters of truth. And here's a question for you. How much of what we see is real? In the age of misinformation, discerning fact from fiction has become a battle of its own. This isn't just Ukraine's fight. The ripple effects of this war are felt worldwide. Energy prices skyrocketed, inflation surged, and food supply chains were disrupted. For families across the U.S. and beyond, this conflict, thousands of miles away, is impacting their daily lives. But it's not all doom and gloom. The international response, from sanctions to aid packages, shows the power of collective action. Nations standing together, despite their differences, remind us that unity is our greatest strength. And yet, as the world watches, we're left with uneasy questions. How long can Ukraine hold out? Will NATO's involvement escalate tensions further? Could this conflict spiral into something even more catastrophic? These are not just political questions. They're questions about the future of global peace and security. And here's where it gets personal. What role do we play in shaping that future? Let's take a lighter moment, if only to catch our breath. Imagine a world where international disputes were resolved over a game of chess. No tanks, no missiles, just strategy and intellect. Sounds absurd, right? But then again, isn't it equally absurd that in 2024, we're still solving conflicts through war? As we near the end, the story is far from over. The Russia-Ukraine conflict is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the strength of those who fight for it. Each day brings new developments, new challenges, and new opportunities for change. And while we can't predict the future, one thing is certain. The resilience of the human spirit is a force to be reckoned with. So, what's next? That's the cliffhanger we leave you with. Because this isn't just history in the making. It's a story that will shape the world for generations to come. And the question isn't just what happens next. It's what we do about it.